Yo, the Manchester Derby is on tomorrow, and Højlund has gone ahead and spoken about Haaland. And most people are obviously going to see battles that are obviously going to obviously make a lot of news tomorrow as we take on this side. And I think that of Rasmus Højlund and that of Rasmus Højlund and Haaland is really going to be one of those that is highly going to be looked at to see to it that they obviously compare and contrast these two players. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? First video of the day, and hope you guys are here to obviously see us really get to where we deserve to be as this channel of the United Matters channel. We are talking Bruno Fernandes on what he has to say about the derby. Harry Maguire is also in the mix to say something about the derby, and Bruno Fernandes has broken silence on his relationship with the manager of Manchester United, that is Erik ten Hag. So let's start it off with what Højlund really had to say, as we thank God for the gift of life. For the Muslims, Barak Law Fikib. Now, Rasmus Højlund on Erling Haaland, he said, "As I've always said, I don't want to be compared to him. He's incredible and probably the best striker in the world at the moment. Hopefully, I'll improve and then we will see what I'm capable of." Great statement coming in from Rasmus Højlund. You know, facts are bitter, but if you are to look at Rasmus Højlund, obviously he's a better fit as a number 9 in any team than Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland gives you only one product, and that is all about scoring goals. But the rest, he is nowhere near Rasmus Højlund. And for Rasmus Højlund, he has been playing in Atalanta, and he hasn't gone ahead to score very many goals, like how Erling Haaland went ahead to really score very many goals at Borussia Dortmund and RB Salzburg. That is it. So I think if you get Rasmus Højlund and you put him into the team of Man City, trust me, you are gonna get goals. Sure deal. You are gonna get goals because this guy is a goal machine. He's a goal machine. The biggest undoing for him is that we don't create lots of chances for him. If he's in the team like Man City, he can be one of the hardest strikers to defend because he'll obviously include himself or involve himself in the build-up of the game into the second third of the pitch. He'll make his presence into the final third of the pitch. Do you know why? He can burst into space like a rocket. You get? He bursts into space in a very shocking way, and he's fast. He's very fast, he's energetic, he's tall, and he's just 20. And he's under a manager who is really good at improving players. You see to it that ever since he played for Man United, you see to it that we are now having what we call the center forward presence. He makes those runs of a typical number 9, and this is where I went ahead and obviously asked the pundits, who were obviously saying that Man United is lacking what we call a typical number 9. That's why they've gone ahead known to get goals in. Now, what's the problem now? We've been on this channel several times and addressed the issue. And how have we gone ahead to address that issue? We've gone ahead and told them that the number 9 is not the problem at Man United, because even if it's Marcus Rashford and you play him as a number 9 at Man United, he can obviously get you the goals you want. That is it. He can obviously get you the goals that you want. But the problem is simple. The creativity is lacking at Man United. And before we go ahead to obviously improve that, Rasmus Højlund is not going to shine where he's supposed to be. His shine won't go to where it deserves to be. That is it. And I don't want to spread lies here for you. I really want to give you the authentic information that will obviously see you become the best of yourselves if you are really a genuine and a purist of the game of football. The problem of Man United has not been number 9s. If we had a very good midfield, Ronaldo wouldn't have gone ahead to score only 24 goals in the league. Ronaldo would have gone ahead to score, like 30 goals in the Premier League and maybe 10 in the Champions League. Would have gone ahead to knock like 40 goals. But because our creativity was obviously really not all that to the levels, that's why you saw to it that Cristiano Ronaldo was one of those players that never really got appreciated several times by his midfield. So Rasmus Højlund is here and is really answering this question that many people have been really coming out and lying to many, that United need a typical number 9. Let no one lie to you. We don't need a typical number 9. All we need is to improve the creativity into our midfield. With Amrabat here, Casemiro here, Mason Mount here, Bruno Fernandes, Eriksen, it's now on Erik ten Hag to find out a formula that is obviously going to see us really get to where we deserve to be as a team of Manchester United. So, sorry about that. Rasmus Højlund is right. Time will tell. And I think this is his first debut season for the club of Man United. And he's doing wonders for me. He's doing really great. Let no one lie to you. Rasmus Højlund is having 3 Champions League goals in 4 games. Right? In the Premier League, he's going to have to play, I think they're like 5. Because he missed the game of... Wolverhampton Wanderers, Nottingham Forest. The other one was it was a game against Tottenham Hotspur. Then there is another team that we played at Old Trafford, that game that he missed, and then he returned on the game of Arsenal. So I think he has going to hit play close to 6-5 games for Man United in the Premier League. But you saw to it that he is nearing a score. And by the way, tomorrow, I can easily tell you that this might be the game that Rasmus Højlund scores his first Premier League goal. You remind me tomorrow. I see to it that the game plan that Erik ten Hag is going to execute tomorrow obviously suits what Rasmus Højlund qualities are all about. Rasmus Højlund qualities are all about pace. And he obviously went ahead and told us that second goal he scored against Galatasaray, that is his signature. It's his trademark. You can as well call it his signature. So that is Rasmus Højlund for you, and he knows exactly what he's made of. So that is Rasmus Højlund for you, and he comes in through to obviously take us to where we deserve to be as a team of Man United. And he's telling you that I'm not yet there, but I'll soon get there. Good player, and I like the way he obviously answers the questions. Then Bruno Fernandes, the captain of Man United, was talking to Chris Brown at the United TV, and he said the following, that Bruno Fernandes on the Manchester Derby. Everyone knows the rivalry. We want to win the game because we know how much it means to the fans and club. We have experienced that last season. The home game was really amazing. So, if there is any other, hear me out. If there is any other way you would like your team to win, obviously, if there is any other game you would like your team to win to get a spark, it should be the game of Manchester City. According to how we went ahead and obviously won against Copenhagen with that last-minute boost coming in from a penalty save from Andre Onana, you'd love to see to it that United goes ahead and obviously wins the game of City. I think it can act as a spark off of our season. Copenhagen would have been a spark off, all right? And the 3 games we're going to hit to win consecutively is another spark up. But to cap off this spark off, you just need to go ahead and obviously beat the side of Manchester City. And this is what we all need. We want to see to it that we really beat this side, and after beating them, they'll obviously come in through and obviously get to know exactly what it means to really get us going as a side of Manchester United. And all we want is something simple. A win of any type is welcome. I told you, people talking about philosophy, you are naive about this team of Man United. The only manager that came in through and obviously instilled his philosophy immediately was Louis van Gaal, and he was sacked. So for Sir Alex Ferguson, he never had no philosophy. Because if we win against Manchester City, would have gone ahead to put in a very huge gear. I think that would be like a fifth gear into our season. Because after Man City, let me show you, or let me tell you, let me read to you the teams that you're going to play next. I'm talking about the Premier League. Fulham away from home and Luton Town. So, if we beat Man City, we'll beat Fulham and beat Luton Town. Those are 3 games in a row. 3 games in a row. We win those 3 games in a row. That means we're going to add 9 to the already. How many points are we having? To the already 15 points that we are having, meaning that we'll be having 24 points. And when we beat City tomorrow, we'll be just 3 points behind them. Now, if people are calling Man City as a team responsible for obviously winning the trophy, right? What do you say about a team that is going to hate to be 3 points behind it? That means that team can also be in the title conversation. And trust me, as we gather these points, we haven't gone ahead to put in one of the best performances this season. All we need is what we call consistency to see to it that when our entire team is back, we obviously win as a team and obviously take it to the level that we deserve as a club of Man United. Then Harry Maguire, who really scored the goal that saw us win against who saw us win against the side called Copenhagen, has gone ahead and said on the Manchester derby particularly, it is a big occasion and one that we are looking forward to. It's going to be a great atmosphere at Old Trafford and our fans will be right behind us. They always are. We are looking to put on a strong performance and get a result. We know it's going to be a tough test, but we are not fully focused on Manchester City. We are more focused on ourselves and making sure we perform to our ability. And if we do that, we give ourselves every opportunity to obviously emerge as winners of this game. That is Harry Maguire. And I think he's right. We should focus on ourselves. For example, let me give you an example of Harry Maguire. If Harry Maguire is to start that I don't want it to be in the making, I want Lindelof to start, why don't we obviously target him in the set pieces? You know, like the set piece coach of Man United trains this club of Man United to obviously utilize the height of Harry Maguire in those set pieces, such that they target him, see to it that he obviously comes in through and gets to where he deserves to be in scoring goals for Man United. That is one of the things we should obviously look at, because if Ten Hag makes a decision to bring him on, his presence shouldn't be felt only into the central defense of Man United, but it should also be felt, right, when we are obviously having set pieces, because the easiest way to beat City is doing things that obviously make you come near their defense. If you do things coming near their defense, obviously they're obviously going to find themselves in a position of really going to where they deserve to be as a team. So that is it concerning the side of Harry Maguire and what he had to say about the game. And now I call in your thoughts in the comment section below. Haaland versus Højlund discussion and debate into the comment section below. What do you think about the Manchester City derby and the rest of Harry Maguire and Bruno Fernandes says about this beautiful game of football? And David remains my name. First video of the day, and more is yet to come. I sign out for now. See you later. And I'm coming back. I'll come back and we have to discuss something concerning the game. I really want to see you guys coming in through onto this channel and tell me what your predictions are for this beautiful game of football. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokan David remains my name. The Muslims Barakallahu Fikum. We sign out for now.